Thank you for watching tonight's coverage of the Albany Invitational Basketball Tournament on Albany TV. Coverage for this week's tournament games have been brought to you by these fine sponsors: BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center in Bethany and Albany, Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, the Albany Hy-Vee, the B&G in the Morning Podcast, Farm Bureau Agent Tammy Siddons in Gentry County, Northwest Cell, the Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association, American Family Insurance Agent David Smith in Albany and Stanberry, Giratano Meatco in Albany Mo, Northwest Chiropractic in Maryville and Stanberry, Sherry's Pharmacy in Grant City, Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Bank Northwest, Shelter Insurance Agent Kent Peterson in Stanberry, King City Lumber Company, Blessed Nest in Bethany, Rob Cycle in Pattonsburg, Applenap Insurance in Grant City, East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center in Albany, Raymond Smith Body Shop, Andy's Whistle Stop in downtown Albany, H&B Bank, Toby Gilbert Tire in King City, Jane Fordyce Insurance in Bethany, 3B Pizza and Subs in Pattonsburg, Williams Construction, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany, Lone Star Investments in Albany, the City of Albany, Albany Booster Club, as well as the Albany, Jefferson, King City, Pattonsburg, Princeton, South Harrison, South Nottoway, Stanberry, and Worth County school districts. And good evening. Welcome back out again here to Albany as we get set for game number 3 here on the night. It's a matchup between the number 6 seed, Pattonsburg Lady Panthers, and the number 7 seed, Worth County Lady Tigers. The way these two teams got here for Pattonsburg, they came away with loss last night to number 3 seeded Princeton 66-38. Worth County lost to the number 2 seed South Harrison last night 69-41. For Pattonsburg, they had a game last night in which they saw big contributions out of their junior Kelsey Crabtree and sophomore Caitlin Jones, and they're going to have big games tonight again if they're going to look to beat Worth County, who had a good game out of their junior Kenna Steele, and then it was the freshman Riley Ruckman that came off the bench, that started, had quite a few points, and then Haley Adwell off the bench came in to provide some good minutes. Allie Brown, also down low, picked up 6 points in the game from last night. I'd like to thank our sponsors, help you bring you tonight's broadcast of Worth County and Pattonsburg girls basketball tonight here from the Albany tournament. BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center's locations in Bethany and Albany. Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards north of Albany and your Albany Hy-Vee. The B&G in the Morning Podcast, Farm Bureau Agent Tammy Siddons in Gentry County. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association in Northwest Cell. American Family Insurance Agent David Smith in Albany and Stanberry. Applenap Insurance of Grant City and Sherry's Pharmacy of Grant City. Rob Cycle of Pattonsburg, 3B Pizza and Subs of Pattonsburg. The Pattonsburg and Worth County School Districts and the Printer New Shopper located in Albany. Remember your pregame tonight here on Albany TV, brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. We'll be back with more in a moment here on Albany TV. Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and you can earn that school extra cash. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank locations and get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded just like you. BTC Bank.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
B&G in the Morning is a weekly podcast with co-hosts Brett Williams and Gavin Chows. Every week, we cover the biggest stories from Missouri 8-man football, the NFL, the NBA, and more. We also do player interviews. Our goal is to keep you updated on what's going on in the sports world without the clickbait headlines. Hear us on Spotify, Anchor, and Facebook, giving our opinions on the biggest sports news every week.
Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany is your hometown trophy and award shop. Winner's Circle North makes all kinds of trophies for sports, car shows, livestock shows, baby shows, and more.
Winter Circle North also does plaques of all sizes and kinds. Want something unique? Winter Circle North has you covered with sublimation gifts and acrylic awards. To order your trophies, awards, or one-of-a-kind items, call Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North at 816-632-5599 or find them on Facebook at Winter Circle North. Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your sporting snack headquarters for all of your favorite sports. If you want to bring the smells of the games to your living room, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your sports snack favorites before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpless smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as we get set for this girls consolation matchup between Pattonsburg and Worth County. Winner will move on to take on Stanberry in the consolation game, 5:30 on Friday night. And Mike, it's two teams coming off of losses to really good teams from the GRC East last night in South Harrison and Princeton, with both teams with really good guard play. For Pattonsburg, again, got a lot of their points from Kelsey Crabtree, Caitlin Jones. Worth County, most of their offense is going to have to run through their junior, Kenna Steele.
Yeah, and one of the, maybe you see a couple of differences in that Pattonsburg will like to get up and down. As you said, will rely heavily on their guard play.
Yes.
Jones and Crabtree. I would guess Johnson will also play a part in that. Jenna Heath not dressed out again, so that could be an issue for them. Don't look like they have a lot of size. One of the things with Worth County that you know, they're going to play defense. They're going to be physical. And, not having seen them yet this year, but last year I kind of got the sense they would like to muddy up the game a little bit, maybe make it into a slugfest. And so it may be a case of whose style wins out.
Yes.
Here in this ball game.
And if Worth County can get the ball inside to Abby Brown and Allie Brown, they will have a size advantage and maybe a possibility to get some points in there. But expect, especially for Pattonsburg, quick hands defensively. Expect a lot of steals from Crabtree and Jones and them trying to take it themselves coast to coast any chance that they can get.
Well, and kind of Steele, I think that she could very, very much be a factor scoring-wise for them. As you mentioned, we mentioned in the we had some dead time, got hurt in this tournament last year.
Yes.
And didn't come back until late in the season. And you wonder how much that hurt her development along the way. And we mentioned Pattonsburg's guards. How well do Ruckman and Sanders, how well do the Worth County guards handle the pressure they're going to see from Pattonsburg?
Exactly. And it said both teams, especially Pattonsburg, lose a lot of players from last year's team, a lot of starters off that team, not on this team this year for Pattonsburg. So it's a little bit of a reloading year for them, but it's not a rebuilding year for them, as they do have quite a few players that did see time last year and expect to make leaps forward here this year.
Well, yeah, and it's just how well do they come together and how well do they play together, how well do they play with each other.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a big factor. And they may be a year away. They're going to be a really strong team
Yes.
in the GRC West down the road, maybe this year too, but
Yes.
definitely down the road. There better things are coming for them.
We'll let you listen in here to the BNG in the Morning podcast starting lineups.
Between the number 7 seed Worth County Tigers and number 6 seed Pattonsburg Panthers. Visitors on the scoreboard will be Worth County Tigers. The starters are number 1, Abby Brown. Number 10, Taylor Sanders. Number 20, Kenna Steele. Number 30, Riley Ruckman. And number 32, Allie Brown. Tigers are coached by Tiffany Bliley, assisted by Ashton Lewis and Dawn Brown. Home team on the scoreboard, the Pattonsburg Panthers, number 3, Kelsey Crabtree. Number 10, Caitlin Jones. Number 11, Kinsley Johnson. Number 22, Bessa Hoover. And number 30, Mackenzie Turner. Panthers are coached by Lee Warford, assisted by Alan Hutchcraft.
So again, those are your B&G in the Morning podcast starting lineups. Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by the B&G in the Morning podcast. Check out the B&G in the Morning podcast on Facebook as well as on Anchor and Spotify. Worth County, the road team, will wear their road black jerseys with gold lettering outlined in white. Pattonsburg, their home white jerseys with green lettering outlined in white and green. And it'll be Jones and Allie Brown going for the opening tip-off. And the opening tip-off is won here by Pattonsburg. Bringing the ball across midcourt is Crabtree. Pass too tall that time to be brought in by Hoover, but kept in play by Jones. Has the ball go off of the foot of Mackenzie Turner. Jump ball goes here quickly back to Worth County.
As we mentioned, you're going to see man-to-man defense from the Tigers. Very aggressive. Always going to be after loose balls. Saw an evidence of that on that early possession.
And then as trying to bring the ball in there, Taylor Sanders stolen away here by Jones. Drives inside the paint, loses it as it's picked up here by Allie Brown. Leaving it for her teammate who wasn't expecting it, so let it be picked up by Kenna Steele. Allie Brown up top for Sanders. Leaving it for Steele. She'll be fouled. Will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Well, I know some people are probably saying, well, if they're really aggressive and really tough defensively, really physical, what's the issue?
Yeah.
The issue is, can they score enough?
And Steele will sink the first free throw.
I know the Tigers are hoping a year more experience with their kids
Yes.
may help that along the way, too.
Kenna Steele's second free throw attempt is good. 2-0, Worth County with a lead. 50 seconds here into the ball game. Up top for Bessa Hoover. Up for Jones. And Mackenzie Turner's shot is good. Kenna Steele brings the ball across midcourt, trying to send it inside that time for Abby Brown, stolen away here by Pattonsburg. Jones drives inside the paint and is going to be fouled. Will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. The foul against the Tigers is going to go against Abby Brown, her first, team's first. As Jones misses on the first. Second free throw attempt from Jones is good.
Well, you see a little bit about what Pattonsburg is facing by having Caitlin Jones having to play the bottom of this zone defense. Ordinarily, she would be creating havoc on the top of that zone.
Pass a little too tall that time for Riley Ruckman as it goes out of bounds. Crabtree top of the key. Drives down to the block and has the ball knocked away here by Allie Brown. Ruckman brings the ball across midcourt here for the Lady Tigers. Up top for Sanders. Right wing Steele. Dribbles down to the baseline. Goes up and is going to be fouled. Will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. As the foul goes against Turner, that'll be her first, team's second. Missing on the first that time, Steele. Second free throw attempt from Steele, also short off front iron. Ball tipped though right to Allie Brown, who puts it up and in for 2.
And I think in large part because of the efforts of, well, I was going to say Abby Brown, but she's not on the floor. Oh, it is. Yeah, I think it was Abby Brown that tipped the ball to Allie Brown.
A shot from Crabtree short, and a foul going to be called here on the rebound. It's going to go against Sanders. And I believe they've got a discrepancy here on the scoreboard with the fouls given. It should be 2 fouls apiece. And just the first here against Sanders. There was 1 foul against Caitlin Jones, and the other one for Pattonsburg. This one, just the first against Taylor Sanders, as the pass to Jones tips off her hands out of bounds. So they got that fixed at the scorer's table. Steele brings the ball across midcourt, leaves it up for Ruckman. Over to the right wing for Sanders. Ball tipped out of bounds off the hands of Caitlin Jones. 3:30 gone here in this opening quarter of play. 2:30 gone here in this opening quarter of play. It's a 4-3 lead in favor of Worth County. And the shot from 3 from Sanders, no good. Ball tipped around, and it's going to be a jump ball, goes to Pattonsburg. So bringing the ball across midcourt, Crabtree. She'll have it up at the top of the key. Leaves it up into the corner for Jones. Drives baseline, leaves it back door. Bessa Hoover off the glass. 5-4, Pattonsburg retakes the lead here with just underneath 5 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter of play.
Well, and you really expect Jones and Crabtree to kind of run the show here. Get out on the break a little bit. You don't have to score, but they need to handle it and be part of the distribution.
Abby Brown to kind of steal off the glass. Going back and forth here to start the ball game between Worth County Pattonsburg. Hoover leaves this one off for Crabtree. Up top to Turner. Trying to send it in. The Crabtree ball knocked around. It's going to be a jump ball, and it goes to Worth County. Checking in for Pattonsburg, it will be Barraza. And she'll check in for Turner, and checking in for Worth County here is going to be Lainey Kusat. Trying to send up to Abby Brown with the top of the key, stolen away by Pattonsburg. Crabtree goes up, lays it in off the glass for 2. Nice job to control it as she about lost it out of bounds. We're halfway through the first quarter of play with a 7-6 lead in favor of Pattonsburg. Jump ball goes back to Pattonsburg.
And I think that's what Pattonsburg really wants to do. They would really like to take advantage of that up and down action.
Timeout called by Worth County. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
We're for the state of Missouri. We're for Ozark Mountains and Midwest Plains. Caves, beaches, cliffs, bridges, yeah, we're for all that. We're for St. Louis, St. Peter, St. Joseph, St. James, and every little town with a funny name. We're for cashew chicken, Springfield style. We're for 50-degree temperature swings in one day. We're not a fan of tornadoes, but we're here for those too. We're for people who would live here, people who won't, people who farm, and for people who don't. We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and if you're a Missourian, we're for you.
Contact your Missouri Farm Bureau agent, Tammy Siddons of West Rieger Agency in Gentry County at 660-726-5253.
3:53 remains here in the opening quarter. 7-6, Pattonsburg with the lead. They have the basketball coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Jones inside the paint trying to leave it off, and a foul going to be called. And the foul going to go against Sanders. That'll be her second. Team's third. Checking in will be Haley Adwell for Sanders. Into the corner for Jones, trying to send it for Crabtree. Pass a little long, picked up here by Worth County. Steele sends it over the right wing for Ruckman. Up top for Abby Brown, over to the left wing for Adwell. Up top again, over to the right wing for Steele, trying to bring it into Cusat, and it's going to be off her hands, out of bounds.
It's the right idea, I thought.
Abby Brown ready to check back in for Worth County. Bessa Hoover with the basketball, sends it over to the right wing here for Barraza. Sends it across, back to Hoover. Up top for Crabtree. Dribbles in. And they're going to get a travel here against the Lady Panthers as Abby Brown will check in here for Cusat. And Chamberlain will check in for Crabtree. Ruckman dribbles it in, lays it in off the glass, can't get it to fall. Steele comes in and picks up the rebound, spins, and then it's going to be stolen away here by Jones.
Yeah, I think Johnson did a nice job of.
And then Jones on the opposite end going to be called here for the charge. That's going to be her second, team's third.
Back-to-back good defensive plays. Johnson did a good job getting a hand on that shot by Steele. And then Ruckman did a nice job taking the charge.
Adwell sends this one up to Ruckman. Over left wing for Adwell, down low for Steele. A little bit of maybe too much nonchalant on that pass for how quick it needed to get down to the baseline. Ball inbounds to Abby Brown, and she'll put it in off the glass for two.
Well, if they can handle it well enough, they need to really make an effort to get it down inside. I think that is what their plan is.
Pass to Hoover up at the high post, sends it over the right wing. Into the corner for Barraza. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Crabtree takes it away and is going to be fouled here on the shot.
Must have been a little contact with the body after the shot, but.
So the foul goes against Steele. That's going to be her first, team's fourth. Crabtree's shot misses off front iron. Checking in now will be Paige Shear. She'll check in for Steele here with just underneath 2 minutes left in the opening quarter. Second free throw attempt from Crabtree. Off the iron. Rebound pulled in by Ruckman. Shear for two, no good. And then a jump ball that will stay with Worth County. Shear to inbounds here for the Lady Tigers. Into the corner to Adwell. Up top, Ruckman from three. Banks it in. Bank has been open twice tonight over on this side.
I used to think if I ever banked in a long shot like that, this was my night. I was going to look to shoot it a lot if I did that.
Chamberlain with the basketball in the corner. Up top now for Bessa Hoover. Stolen away here by Allie Brown. Over left wing, Shear trying to bring it inside to Abby Brown. Back to Allie Brown at the high post. Outside now for Adwell. Up to Ruckman. And a foul going to be called here with underneath a minute left to play, as they're going to get Bessa Hoover here on the reach. That'll be her first, team's fourth. Inbounds to Ruckman up at the high post at the top of the key. And then trying to get it to Allie Brown. She tries to keep it in play, and it's going to be picked up by Johnson. Now for Crabtree. She quickly brings it across. Drives to the baseline. Runs into a couple Worth County Tigers, and a travel called here against Pattonsburg.
Worth County does it we talked about their defense, but among the other things that they do, boy, they swarm the ball pretty well. Whenever you try to penetrate, it's going to draw a crowd, and they're going to be active with hands, active with their body, and make it really tough on you to get anything done.
Steele and Elizabeth Brown both check back in here for Worth County. Shear over to the right wing for Elizabeth Brown. Up top for Ruckman on the right wing. Abby Brown down to Steele on the baseline. Puts it up off the glass for two, 13-7. Worth County with the lead, 15 seconds remain here in the opening quarter.
Well, if you can get the ball in the high post with size, there's a lot of things happen.
And then Ruckman comes away with the steal. But a jump ball going to be forced here with 5.3. And it goes here to Pattonsburg. And Jones will check in here for Chamberlain for this final shot here of the quarter. Jones spins, puts up the shot off the mark, and that'll do it. So after one quarter of play, it's a 13-7 Worth County lead. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations are proud to sponsor the students of the Albany, King City, Stanberry, and Worth County school districts. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association would like to congratulate last year's scholarship recipients: Kirby Stevens of Albany, Corbin Fletchell and Ben Messner of Stanberry, Chloe Iberger of King City, and Molly Miller of Worth County. When life never stops moving, one thing will always bring your family together: beef. It's what's for dinner.
Northwest Cell, your local cell phone provider, is a proud supporter of all local schools. Northwest Cell has authorized agents located in Albany, Grant City, Maryville, Mound City, Oregon, Rockport, Stanberry, and Tarkio. Stop in at any of Northwest Cell's authorized agents or visit nwmcell.com to learn about their FlexPay unlimited data plans or any of this month's hot deals.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as we get ready to start second quarter action. 13-7, Worth County with the lead and the basketball to start the second quarter of play. Steele to inbounds. And a 5-second call here against Worth County.
Well, that's coming out of a timeout or out of a dead ball situation. That's the, well.
And then Pattonsburg about throws it away right back to Worth County on the inbounds.
I was going to say it's the last thing you want to see, but maybe it's not the last thing.
Yeah. Crabtree, it sends it up top now for Hoover. Down to the block. Knocking it in off the glass is Mackenzie Turner. Steele with it on the wing, trying to send it up to Ruckman, and it's going to be a backcourt violation, so back-to-back turnovers here for Worth County to start out the second quarter of play. Jones, top of the key here for the Panthers. Drives inside the paint, off the glass. Can't get it to fall. Rebound made by Steele. And then quickly stolen back away by Pattonsburg. And then a foul called here against the Tigers. And the foul going to go against Taylor Sanders. That's going to be her third now. Team's fifth. She'll have to check out as Elizabeth Brown will check in. So Tigers have had 3 possessions so far. 3 turnovers here to start the second quarter.
Well, and I think part of that is Pattonsburg had played a zone in the first half or the first quarter, and I think they've gone to man defense, and they're going to use their quickness to try to create some disruptions. I think it's a good move by Coach Warford.
Steele gets this one across for Ruckman, trying to send it back over to Steele, and it's knocked away by Crabtree, but then stolen back by Steele. Ruckman trying to send it to the block to Brown, and there's going to be a foul here on the floor.
Man, I think we've had, 5 possessions, and I think each one of them has resulted in a turnover.
Yes. Ruckman called for her first, team 6th. Jones with it right wing, spins, now leaves and off to the corner. Up for Hoover, now for Johnson. Pass late for Crabtree, picked up by Ruckman. Sends it up for Abby Brown, now back for Elizabeth Brown, who knocks it up and in, and Worth County about had another turnover there as well.
Yeah, I think she stepped twice with the same foot, so I think that's what people see that. It looks like a travel, but I don't think it was.
And a timeout going to be called here by Pattonsburg with 6:22 left here in the second quarter of play. We're back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout when we return in a moment here on Albany TV.
3B Pizza and Subs in Pattonsburg is ready to make your next pizza or sub fresh. 3B can make multiple kinds of pizzas, subs, and traditional or boneless chicken wings with several sauce options. 3B also carries pretzel bites, garlic breadsticks, and an 8-piece pull-apart dessert. So grab a beverage and food of your choice and enjoy the game at 3B Pizza and Subs, located at Brown Lumber in Pattonsburg. Call ahead to place your order at 660-367-2100.
6:22 left to play here in the second quarter. 15-9 is the lead in favor of Worth County. It'll be their ball coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Make sure to check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Elizabeth Brown sending it over to Ruckman. Inside, Allie Brown, her shot off back iron. Steele goes up for the 2-point attempt and will be fouled. We'll go to line to shoot 2 free throws as the foul going to go here against Jones.
Well, that's bad news for Pattonsburg.
As that is going to be her third.
I was going to say,
that's her third, not her first.
Scoreboard had me thrown because I was sure it was, but that wasn't what I was seeing.
And Kenna Steele hits the first. Second one off the mark, and it's going to go out of bounds here off of Allie Brown. 16-9, Worth County with the lead. Jones and Pattonsburg with the basketball. Jones inside the paint, puts it off the mark to the right. Rebound made by Steele.
Well, that time she got the shot up, but she's driven several times, and Worth County has closed off the driving lane, but her teammates are not doing a great job of trying to get themselves to open areas where she can find them. I think she's trying to distribute the ball a little bit and just having trouble finding anybody to pass to.
Steele will inbounds into the backcourt here for Ruckman. Or to the right wing for Steele. Trying to send it inside, now back out. Elizabeth Brown from 3 off the mark to the right. Steele with the rebound. Trying to send it up to the high post to Brown. Comes back out to Steele. Elizabeth Brown over for Steele. Goes up strong off the glass for 2. As Kenna Steele now here in the ball game with 9 points.
Yeah, Worth County's size is really starting to take over here.
Hoover sends us out for Crabtree. And she is going to be fouled on the floor, though. And this one going to go against Allie Brown. This one will be her first. And the team seventh, so going to the line for the 1-and-1 here should be Crabtree. As Katie Chamberlain will check in for Bessa Hoover. So Crabtree shooting the first of the 1-and-1. And it will be off the mark to the right. Rebound picked up by Steele. Sending it up for Ruckman. Drives baseline. Her shot off the mark. Comes away with her own rebound. Now trying to pull it back out into the corner. Up top for Allie Brown. For Elizabeth Brown. Back over to Ruckman. Into the corner. Steele from three. Long. Rebound pulled in by Pattonsburg. And then it's going to go out of bounds here off of Jones in front of the Pattonsburg bench. As pressure put on there in the backcourt. There by the Worth County defense.
With the success Worth County's had getting the ball inside, you're almost shocked when they take an outside shot.
As Ruckman does there from behind the arc, can't get it to fall. And this one going to go out of bounds here off of Worth County. And that one almost a dangerous play as two Lady Tigers and a Lady Panther met right in front of the bleachers there in the corner. Crabtree sends it over to the right wing. Turner up top to Jones. Drives to the glass. This one rolls out.
Tough break.
Johnson with the rebound, and it's going to be called a jump ball. Worth County looking for the travel.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
So the jump ball that stays here with Pattonsburg.
I think the underneath official called it, and I'm not sure that he saw what we saw.
Yeah. Johnson keeps it in play, gets it to Crabtree, drives baseline, and that's going to be a foul that time on Abby Brown.
That almost looked like a right cross, but in fairness, it wasn't. Crabtree kind of had the ball down shoulder level, and I think she tried to swipe across and hit the ball.
And Crabtree hits the first free throw. Laney Cusat checks in along with Haley Adwell. Jones will check out as checking in for her is Jaden Barraza. Steele checks out along with Abby Brown. As Crabtree sinks both free throws. 18-11, halfway through the second quarter of play. Riley Ruckman with the basketball up at the top of the key. And they're going to get a travel called here against Worth County. Bringing the ball across midcourt, Crabtree. Ball knocked around, falling on it on the floor is Elizabeth Brown. A jump ball goes to Worth County. This is the 9th jump ball we've had so far in a quarter and a half. Adwell up top this time for Ruckman. And now Allie Brown from the free throw line can't get that one to go. Maybe a little surprised that she was that open. Now we've got number 10.
Well, just be thankful that they've got the alternating possession, right?
Yes.
The days when you had to jump all, or have all jump balls.
And it used to be between the two players that forced it too.
Right. In this day and age, you'd have a tough time picking two sometimes.
Yes. Now stolen away here by Worth County. Ruckman to bring the ball across midcourt. Brings it over to the right wing, now back up to the top of the key. Trying to send it in the corner. Knocked away and stolen away by Chamberlain. Crabtree drives to the block. Her shot off the mark. Rebound made by Chamberlain. Comes back out to Turner. Her shot off the mark. Rebound pulled in by Cusat. Cusat drives baseline. Elizabeth Brown up top for three from Adwell. Off the mark to the left. Rebound pulled in by Johnson. Crabtree has going to be fouled. And they're going to get this one against Allie Brown. That'll be her second. Team's ninth. So Pattonsburg in the double bonus now. First free throw attempt, no good. Steele and Abby Brown check back in along with Paige Shear as Ruckman, Allie Brown, and Cusat check out. Bessa Hoover checks back in for Katie Chamberlain. Second free throw attempt from Crabtree. Misses off left iron. Into the corner for Shear, leaves it off into the block. The shot from Abby Brown won't go. Rebound pulled in by Pattonsburg. 18-11 is a 7-point Worth County lead. 1:50 left to play here in the second quarter. Barraza up top for Hoover. Over to the right wing to Crabtree. Up top for Hoover, over now to Turner on the baseline. Crabtree to Barraza up top. Over to the right wing for Turner. Trying to send it down into Crabtree. Has it knocked away, picked up off the ground here from Steele. Elizabeth Brown back to Steele, dribbles in. And is going to have it rejected away here by Johnson. Johnson for Turner. And she is going to be fouled at the free throw line and will go to the free throw line now and shoot 2 free throws. As the foul going to go against Paige Shear. Her first.
Well, as we said, Worth County is physical in their defense, and they use a lot of players. So sometimes I'm not sure they care if they – I don't know that fouling is as big a deal to them.
Yes.
It really isn't a big deal if the other team can't hit the free throw.
Exactly. Turner able, though, to hit the second. 18-12, it's a 6-point Worth County lead underneath a minute left to play here in the half. Elizabeth Brown gets it to Steele across midcourt. Down to the block for Adwell. Her shot off the mark. Steele comes in and puts it back up and in for 2.
Good job by Steele. She made the pass that should have been was a good shot.
Yeah.
And then immediately came in and followed it up got rewarded with a putback.
Roz on the wing up top now to Johnson over to the right wing for Crabtree. And a foul going to be called here against Adwell. Foul against Adwell, her first. First free throw attempt from Crabtree. Falls in. And the second shot rolls out as Steele comes away with the rebound. 20 seconds, Steele with the basketball up at the top of the key. Her team leading by 7, 20-13. Shear down to the block. Now back out. Shear from the right elbow, drains it.
Line drive jumper.
Jones to inbounds. 2 seconds. Barraza, and no good. No shot. 22-13. Worth County with the lead here at the half. We're back with your Albany Hy-Vee halftime when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Applenap Insurance in Grant City is a farmer mutual company that is happy to provide you and your family with all of your insurance needs. Ben Applenap can provide you with insurance for your home, auto, or farm liability. Give Ben Applenap of Applenap Insurance in Grant City a call today at 660-564-2406. That's 660-564-2406, representing Grinnell Mutual.
Make every moment count this fall with a Polaris off-road vehicle. Get more done around the yard with class-leading hauling and towing capacity. Get social outdoors. Uncover new trails while keeping track of your friends with the industry-exclusive Ride Command Group Ride technology. It's officially fall, so live big and capture every second of adventure. Find your Polaris off-road vehicle during our fall sales event at Rob's Cycle in Pattonsburg. Polaris, think outside. Always wear a helmet, never drink and ride.
Sherry's Pharmacy in Grant City is your hometown pharmacy with the pharmacist that was born and raised in Grant City. Sherry's Pharmacy doesn't just put pills in the bottle, they bring true pharmaceutical care to Northwest Missouri. Fast and friendly prescription service is what you will get each time you enter Sherry's Pharmacy. So if you are tired of just being another number at the chain stores, come visit Sherry's Pharmacy in Grant City to experience the difference. Or call Sherry's Pharmacy in Grant City today at 660-564-DRUG. The Pattonsburg R2 School District is overjoyed with the accomplishments of the Pattonsburg students. The board, teachers, staff, and Pattonsburg community members know that the hard work and determination that the students of the Pattonsburg School District put into their studies and extracurricular activities will serve them well in the future. The Pattonsburg School District is a proud supporter of their Panthers, and remember, it's always a great day to be a Panther.
The faculty and staff at the Princeton R5 School District believe that all students can learn. At the Princeton R5 School District, they strive to foster the academic, social, and emotional development of all children by setting levels of high expectations for learning and providing a safe and orderly school environment. The Princeton R5 School District roots for their Princeton Tigers to success in all of their extracurricular activities this academic year. The Worth County School District in Grant City is proud of the accomplishments of their students and staff. The Worth County R3 School District strives to support students with the character traits and academic skills to be productive, problem-solving adults. The Worth County R3 School District wants to wish their Tiger student athletes the best of luck this academic year.
Welcome back out again here to Albany. It's a 22-13 lead in favor of Worth County over Pattonsburg here at the half. I'd like to thank our sponsors help you bring you tonight's broadcast of Pattonsburg Worth County Girls Basketball, BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Centers, locations in Bethany and Albany, Winter Circle Trophies and Awards north of Albany, Albany Hy-Vee and the BNG in the Morning podcast, Farm Bureau Agent Tammy Siddons in Gentry County, the Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association, Northwest Cell, American Family Insurance Agent David Smith in Albany and Stanberry, Applenap Insurance of Grant City, Sherry's Pharmacy of Grant City, and Rob's Cycle of Pattonsburg, along with 3B Pizza and Subs of Pattonsburg. The Pattonsburg and Worth County School Districts, along with the Printery New Shopper located in Albany. Taking a look at the stats from the first half for the Worth County girls, they're shooting 9 of 23 from the field, 1 for 6 from the three-point line, 3 for 6 from the free throw line, 11 points from Kenna Steele, 3 points for Riley Ruckman, 2 points on the night for Paige Shear, Elizabeth Brown, and Allie Brown and Abby Brown. For Pattonsburg, they're shooting 4 of 12 from the field, 0 for 2 from behind the three-point arc, 5 for 13 from the free throw line. They're led in scoring by Kelsey Crabtree and Mackenzie Turner, each with 5, 2 points for Bessa Hoover, 1 point so far for Caitlin Jones. A big thing, she is 3 fouls as well for Taylor Sanders for Worth County.
Well, yeah, the biggest thing for Pattonsburg that I think they've got to be able to figure out is when one of the Pattonsburg ball handlers drives, they're drawing a crowd inside.
Yes.
And there seems to be a lot of, and you mentioned this, I think maybe when we were on break, that there's a lot of standing around watching them go like, hey, go get them, good luck. And I think if they would move a little bit and get themselves to an open area, it's amazing sometimes when I was coaching and you're trying to get kids to move against a zone defense. And one of the things that you say is that sometimes it's just as simple as move to an open area.
Yes.
And you'd be amazed at how many times kids will run across the lane and stand right behind the defender.
Yeah.
And in this case, it's a little bit different, but you've just got to move to where your teammate can find you, and you're going to have a wide open look in the process. Pattonsburg is handicapped by size a little bit, and Worth County has really taken advantage of that on the offensive end. Just like we said in the first girls game, that Albany, one of the things we noticed about Albany, they don't turn it over as much as they did last year.
Yes.
Well, heck, you can say the same thing about Worth County.
Yes.
Now, they had a little stretch where they did.
And kind of like the Warriors did tonight as well.
And it was both right at the start of the second quarter.
Yes, exactly.
But they got that turned around, and they're taking advantage a little bit of their size inside. I don't know if they're doing it as much as maybe they could, but that's why they have a 9-point lead right now. That and they're just tough, physical, aggressive defense on the other end.
And really, I would say a lot of the points for Worth County are coming from Kenna Steele on second chance opportunities. It's not her first shots. It's the second shots that she's able to pick up off the rebound and then put them back in. And they might not necessarily be her shot that she put up that she's putting back.
Well, she had a really good play toward the end of the first half where she was beyond the three-point line.
Yes.
And made a pass inside. I don't know if it was to one of the Browns or if it was to Adwell. I don't remember who got it.
It was Adwell, yes.
And Adwell missed the shot, but Steele took off from beyond the top of the key and made a beeline to the offensive glass, got the rebound, and put it back in. I mean, great hustle, great effort. Now, if she doesn't get it, I don't know there's anybody.
Then there might be a fast break for Pattonsburg, yes.
Right. But so far, they've kind of controlled Pattonsburg from being able to get out where they can run and get in the open court. I think that's where they're really good, especially with Jones and Crabtree. And I just don't think those opportunities have been there. And, I've had somebody say, well, how come, you got all this speed, how come you don't fast break? Well, one of two things you have to do. One is you've got to force turnovers, which
Pattonsburg has done.
They did, but I don't know if any of the turnovers were steals that led to runouts. And then the other thing you got to be able to do is rebound.
Yes, and that is something that they have not been able to do very well against the bigs of Worth County.
So either force turnovers or rebound.
Yeah.
And it's going to be hard to fast break.
We'll be back to start the second half when we come back in just a moment. All part of your Albany Hy-Vee halftime tonight here on Albany TV.
Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany is your hometown trophy and award shop. Winner's Circle North makes all kinds of trophies for sports, car shows, livestock shows, baby shows, and more. Winner's Circle North also does plaques of all sizes and kinds. Want something unique? Winner's Circle North has you covered with sublimation gifts and acrylic awards. To order your trophies, awards, or one-of-a-kind items, call Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North at 816-632-5599 or find them on Facebook at Winner's Circle North.
We're for the state of Missouri. We're for Ozark Mountains and Midwest Plains. Caves, beaches, cliffs, bridges, yeah, we're for all that. We're for St. Louis, St. Peter, St. Joseph, St. James, and every little town with a funny name. We're for cashew chicken, Springfield style. We're for 50-degree temperature swings in one day. We're not a fan of tornadoes, but we're here for those too. We're for people who would live here, people who won't, people who farm, and for people who don't. We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and if you're a Missourian, we're for you.
Contact your Missouri Farm Bureau agent, Tammy Siddons of West Rieger Agency in Gentry County at 660-726-5253.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your sporting snack headquarters for all of your favorite sports. If you want to bring the smells of the games to your living room, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your sports snack favorites before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Well,
And welcome back out again here to Albany. Remember, your halftime tonight here on Albany TV was brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Find everything on your grocery list and a smile in the aisles at your Albany Hy-Vee. It'll be Worth County basketball to start out the second half. They lead here 22-13 as we get ready to start this third quarter of action. It'll be Steele, Allie Brown, Abby Brown, Haley Adwell, and Riley Rookman to start for Worth County. Allie Brown sends it out to Ruckman, up to Steele, up the high post. Now back out to Ruckman. Over for Adwell. Sending it inside. Back out. Now Steele on the baseline. Spins inside from the block. Her shot off the mark to the left. Comes back out to Adwell for the left elbow extended. Can't get it to fall. Turner with the rebound. Quickly sending it up here for Bessa Hoover. She'll lose control of it. And the ball will come back out here for Johnson, where she'll try and set things up. Back to Turner on the baseline, is going to be fouled here by Ruckman.
You know, we've seen a little bit in this game, too. We talked about it in the first girls' game with both teams, both Albany and Stanberry, that sometimes girls get a look and they just shoot it too quick.
Yes.
We're seeing some of that in this game, too, I think. And maybe it's just an early season thing.
Ball rolling around on the floor with it. Turner diving head first. Forces the tie up there with Ruckman. It'll stay with Pattonsburg. And the ball inbounds to Johnson. She is going to be fouled here by Abby Brown. And that is going to be her third. Team second here. Checking in will be Elizabeth Brown here for Abby Brown, as she'll come out with 3 fouls. Taylor Sanders started the second half on the bench with her 3 fouls. Ball tipped on the inbounds, comes right back to Crabtree. Bessa Hoover from the baseline. Her shot no good. Tipped around by Steele. Picked up by Johnson. Her second chance opportunity no good. Out of bounds off of Worth County. Ball inbounds here for Jones. Inside the paint. Her shot off the mark. Rebound made by Steele.
She hasn't had many open looks, and that when she's got them, she's had a couple that have just rolled off the rim.
She's still looking for her first field goal here of the night. She has 1 point from the free throw line. Allie Brown got it down to the block, and Steele trying to send it in the corner to Elizabeth Brown. It goes through her legs.
Right through the wickets.
Jones brings it across. Dribbles behind her back inside the paint. And this one falls in, and she'll pick up the foul as well.
Well, besides that was a legitimate jump shot. She did something I've wondered why a lot of other girls don't do. And that she's in close, got the ball up above her head where it forced the foul. Whereas if you shoot it off your shoulder with a set shot, you got no chance. If there are girls out there that were watching this, in around the basket, get them to get the ball up over their head when they go up to shoot.
So Jones finishes off the 3-point play. Makes it a 6-point ball game. Ruckman from 3. Off the mark. Steele with the rebound. Can't get it to fall. And then Adwell has it knocked away. She tried to put it up out of bounds.
Well, I think I heard somebody yelling over the back, but
when you're tall, when you're about 4 or 5 inches taller, it's sometimes just how it goes. As Turner shot no good. Crabtree on the putback puts it in for 2.
A little rally here for the Panthers. Well, and also we've talked about before, when you're trying to box out inside the lane, you're not going to get an over the back call.
No,
it's just not going to happen.
The shot from Adwell off the mark. And a foul going to be called here against Worth County.
You got Abby Brown, I believe.
And that's going to be her 4th. So Ruckman and Abby Brown check out as Coussant and Shear check back in.
Feel a little shift in momentum here.
5:35 left here in the third quarter. Bessa Hoover has it knocked away. And Elizabeth Brown try and bring it across midcourt here for Worth County over to Steele. Steele trying to send it inside for Coussant. Knocked away, picked up by Jones. And a foul called here against Worth County. And they're going to get Steele. Foul against Steele, her second. Jones has it knocked away. Picks it back up. And they're going to get a charge off the ball here against Pattonsburg, and it's going to go against Crabtree. That'll be her first.
That was really away from the ball, wasn't
Yes.
it? Was it not? I mean, Hoover was the one trying to set the screen.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything that
That's
she
what I was
did.
thinking. I was like, it didn't look like a moving screen, so shot there from Coussant, no good. Crabtree back quickly in transition. Trying to get it into Hoover, knocked out of bounds off the hands of Kenna Steele. .447 remain here in the third quarter. Crabtree inbounds to Jones on the block. Shot from inside the paint, knocks it in off the glass. She's now got 5 here in this quarter. And we're just 3:30 into the third. 22-20. Worth County still looking for their first points here in the second half. A 7-0 run to start the half here by Pattonsburg as Crabtree comes away with the steal, knocked away by Steele, out of bounds.
Well, and now you're seeing from Pattonsburg what I thought we would see earlier. They're starting to extend their pressure and just try to make Worth County really work to get the ball up the court.
Allie Brown, Taylor Sanders check in as Elizabeth Brown and Lainey Coussant check back out. Sending it down to the block. Knocking it in off the glass to tie the game up is Kinsley Johnson. Sanders brings the ball across midcourt into the corner for Adwell. High post, Allie Brown. Her shot bounces in and a big bucket there for Worth County. Halfway through the fourth.
The first bucket of the second half for them.
Yes. Shot from Johnson, no good. Rebound picked up by Worth County. Over to the right wing, Adwell back to Steele, down on the block. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds off the hands of Johnson. And a timeout going to be called here by Pattonsburg. A 30-second Petty John Auto Center timeout. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations are proud to sponsor the students of the Albany, King City, Stanberry, and Worth County school districts. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association would like to congratulate last year's scholarship recipients, Kirby Stevens of Albany, Corbin Fletchell and Ben Messner of Stanberry, Chloe Iberger of King City, and Molly Miller of Worth County. When life never stops moving, one thing will always bring your family together: beef. It's what's for dinner.
24-22, Worth County with the lead. 3:40 left to play here in this third quarter. Winner will meet Stanberry in the consolation game, 5:30 on Friday. Kenna Steele to inbounds. Over for Adwell. Trying to bring it back to Steele, knocked out of bounds off of Crabtree. Shear gets the basketball as two Pattonsburg Lady Panthers fall. And Allie Brown misses on the first, puts her second chance back up and gets fouled. So Johnson will pick up her first. Just the team's second. Allie Brown sinks the first.
Well, and it's a good thing for that Johnson only has one, because they don't have a lot of size, but she does have some length.
Yes.
Inside, long arms, long legs, and has blocked some shots. She's really the only major deterrent to
Yes.
Worth County's size that exists for Pattonsburg right now.
Jones trying to send it out to Crabtree. Gets it out to the left wing. And a reaching foul going to be called here against Taylor Sanders. That'll be her fourth. And checking in will be Riley Ruckman. Ball inbounds up to Bessa Hoover. Now stolen away here by Paige Shear. Gets it back for Allie Brown, knocked away. Adwell picked up by Allie Brown, now for Steele. Adwell on the block and is going to be fouled. Will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Foul goes against Crabtree. That'll be her second. The team's third. First free throw from Adwell rolls out. Chamberlain to check in here for Hoover. And Adwell's second one rolls out as well. And then puts up a shot off the mark. Rebound made by Steele, goes up, gets the bucket and the foul. And that is really where Worth County's winning this ball game, is second chance opportunities.
Steele's had a nice ball game.
Barraza will check in here for Turner as Turner picks up her second foul. Steele trying to finish off the three-point play here with 3 minutes left in the third. And does. Steele with 14 points. Her team leads 29-22. Caitlin Jones, top of the key.
So good answer from Worth County.
And now shot from three from Crabtree. Knocks it in.
Big basket.
She's got double digits now at 10. And then the pass there from Riley Ruckman out of bounds looking for Steele.
I mean, Worth County had a drought that allowed Pattonsburg to recover from a 9-point deficit, and they answered it with a 7-0 run of their own, now a 7-3 run.
Barraza's shot from three, no good, and it's going to be a jump ball. That goes to Worth County. It was a 9-0 run by Pattonsburg to start, followed by a 7-0 run by Worth County. Up top for Steele. Adwell from the baseline. Her shot off the mark. And a foul going to be called here on the rebound. And they're going to get this one against Steele. That'll be her third. And Pattonsburg will be shooting free throws from here on out. 6 for 14 so far from the free throw line tonight are the Lady Panthers. First of the one-on-one from Crabtree off the mark. Steele with the rebound. Steele sends it right wing into the corner. Now Steele inside the paint. Up off glass. Knocks it in.
I think it's really important for her to avoid that fourth one.
Yes.
In fact, I wouldn't be surprised maybe they get down to a minute or a minute and a half. They don't maybe get her off the floor.
Barraza with the basketball up at the top of the key. Sending it deep on the wing. Here for Crabtree. For Johnson. Trying to hit a driving Crabtree, and a jump ball stays here with Pattonsburg. With a minute and a half left here in the third quarter.
And Worth County has Steele guarding Jones. This might be a chance, maybe clear aside and let Jones try to see if he can't pick up that fourth foul. Steele's done a pretty good job of keeping her from getting the ball. It's almost face guarding her. Well, there she gets it.
And she'll put up a shot, but kind of ran in a bit to Allie Brown and can't get the shot to fall in. Ruckman with it, right wing. Ball tipped around, picked up by Ruckman. And a foul going to be called here against Pattonsburg. As the foul goes against Crabtree, her third. Team's fifth. With 1:05 left here in the third quarter. Steal to inbounds. Ruckman inside to Brown. Adwell with her foot on the line, drains it.
Well, she was about due to hit one of those somewhere along the way.
Jones spins inside, puts up a shot, a foul. Will go to the line to shoot two. And they're going to get this one against Allie Brown. That is going to be her fourth. So Allie Brown has 4, Taylor Sanders has 4, and Abby Brown now has 4. And Kenna Steele with 3. First to 2 from Jones, misses off front iron. So Briley Rush will check in here for the Lady Tigers. So the one thing Pattonsburg doing here is knocking out some of the bigs of Worth County by getting them into foul trouble, as Jones misses on the second free throw attempt.
Yeah, they've not had a great night at the free throw line.
Adwell with it up at the top of the key. Over to left wing for Ruckman. Trying to bring it down to Rush. It's going to be knocked out of bounds off the hands of Barraza. Worth County has moved it back up to an 8-point lead again here. Gets the ball inbounds to Rush on the block. Can't get the shot to fall. Rebound made by Crabtree. Crabtree from the baseline leaves it just short. Shear with the rebound. Now Steele will slow things up as she'll bring it across midcourt here with 5 seconds left in the third quarter. Steele at the buzzer, no good. And that will do it for the third quarter play, 33-25. It's Worth County with the lead over Pattonsburg. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Northwest Cell, your local cell phone provider, is a proud supporter of all local schools. Northwest Cell has authorized agents located in Albany, Grant City, Maryville, Mound City, Oregon, Rockport, Stanberry, and Tarkio. Stop in at any of Northwest Cell's authorized agents or visit nwmcell.com to learn about their FlexPay unlimited data plans or any of this month's hot deals.
3B Pizza and Subs in Pattonsburg is ready to make your next pizza or sub fresh. 3B can make multiple kinds of pizzas, subs, and traditional or boneless chicken wings with several sauce options. 3B also carries pretzel bites, garlic breadsticks, and an 8-piece pull-apart dessert. So grab a beverage and food of your choice and enjoy the game at 3B Pizza and Subs, located at Brown Lumber in Pattonsburg. Call ahead to place your order at 660-367-2100.
And welcome back out again here to Albany, 33-25. Worth County with the lead here over Pattonsburg, and it'll be Worth County basketball to start out this fourth quarter play. Ruckman gets it over for Steele. Back to Ruckman. Adwell dribbles in, lays it in off the glass for 2.
Nice move by Haley Adwell.
Up to a 10-point lead here for Worth County, their largest lead of the night. Jones leaves it out for Hoover. Out right wing, Crabtree. Off iron. Jones with the rebound. Goes in. Off glass. Can't get it to fall. Rebound pulled in by Steele. And Ruckman's shot. Little runner. Can't get that one to fall as Crabtree comes away with a rebound.
Well, Adwell made a nice take to the basket, and that may be really important from the standpoint that with the foul trouble Worth County's got, she may be one of the last people standing in that as can play down inside.
As Steele now picks up her fourth.
Well, just sub them in one at a time and see what you got.
Jones misses on the free throw.
I think Coach Bliley is handling that situation pretty well.
Elizabeth Brown checks in here for Briley Rush. Second free throw attempt from Jones. Rolls out, no good. Steele comes away with a rebound. And now a timeout going to be called here by Worth County with 7:05 left here in the fourth quarter. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Applenap Insurance in Grant City is a farmer mutual company that is happy to provide you and your family with all of your insurance needs. Ben Applenap can provide you with insurance for your home, auto, or farm liability. Give Ben Applenap of Applenap Insurance in Grant City a call today at 660-564-2406. That's 660-564-2406, representing Grinnell Mutual.
Make every moment count this fall with the Polaris off-road vehicle. Get more done around the yard with class-leading hauling and towing capacity. Get social outdoors. Uncover new trails while keeping track of your friends with the industry-exclusive Ride Command Group Ride technology. It's officially fall, so live big and capture every second of adventure. Find your Polaris off-road vehicle during our fall sales event at Rob's Cycle in Pattonsburg. Polaris, think outside. Always wear a helmet, never drink and ride.
And welcome back out again here to Albany. 7:05 remains here in the fourth quarter, 35-25. Worth County with the lead, but they do have some foul trouble going on. Steele, Sanders, as well as Allie and Abby Brown, each with 4 fouls. Elizabeth Brown gets the ball inbounds into the backcourt. But now Jones, who fell down, picks up a steal from her bottom and then goes up and lays it off the glass for 2. Riley Ruckman's pass goes off of Barraza right back to her. Adwell is able to get the second chance opportunity and put it back up for 2.
Well, big lift from her because she had trouble buying a basket. Now she's hit 3 in a row.
Bessa Hoover's shot, no good. Rebound made by Ruckman. Kenneth Steele with it on the wing. And they're going to get a quick jump ball here. And it's going to go to Pattonsburg. Mackenzie Turner will check in here for Barraza with 6:15 left in the fourth quarter. Checking back in for Worth County, Abby Brown. With it up at the top of the key, now trying to send it over to Bessa Hoover up at the top of the key from the free throw line. Her shot is good. As I believe it was Kenneth Steele that was the man supposed to be guarding her. Kind of got caught up in a trap down on the baseline, and Ruckman going to be called for a double dribble up at the top of the key. And Sanders is going to check in here for Ruckman. Allie Brown checks in here for Kenneth Steele to give her a little bit of a rest. With 5:53 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Those two won't be on the bench long, I wouldn't think.
Jones for Turner, no good, but the pass goes right to Bessa Hoover. And then stolen back away by Crabtree. And Crabtree going to be fouled here on the baseline. And now Pattonsburg in the double bonus. And Steele going to have to quickly check back in, as that is going to be the end of the night here for Allie Brown.
Well, you just, when you're in foul trouble, you just can't do that. You just can't go after trying to make a play like that.
So Pattonsburg has it down to within 6, with Crabtree at the line for 2 free throws. And she sinks the first. Crabtree so far, 4 for 11 from the free throw line. Jones, 2 for 7. Turner, 1 for 2. 7 for 20 as a team from the free throw line tonight is Pattonsburg. And Crabtree sinks them both.
Here comes the pressure.
Adwell brings the ball across midcourt for Worth County. Brings it down to the block. And they're going to get a blocking foul here against Turner.
I think had Turner kept her arms down, I think she might have gotten the charge call, but
So she'll pick up her third as Adwell goes to the line for 2 free throws.
I think she fouled Adwell on the way up.
They're going to call it. They're going to call this on the floor. No free throws. Next foul will be the bonus time for Worth County. Ball inbounds in the corner for Sanders. Her shot off the mark. Paige Shear has this one go out of bounds off her foot.
I know she was open. Might not have been the shot you wanted to see go up right there, but
And we kind of discussed it in the last game with Albany. They're really not used to late game situations being up. Worth County in about that same situation this year. Turner from the baseline. No good. Johnson shot no good. And then Bessa Hoover sends it back out for Turner.
just about was the end of the road for Abby Brown, too.
And now we're going to get a foul here off the ball. And it's going to go against Adwell. And the foul against Adwell is going to be her second. And Mackenzie Turner, who's 1 for 2 from the free throw line tonight, will be shooting 2 free throws. And she'll sink the first. Now back down to a 1-possession ball game. Second shot good as well.
Now a little nail-biting time for Worth County.
Ruckman dribbles into the paint, puts up a shot high off the glass, can't get it to fall. Rebound made by Hoover. Now Crabtree to take the lead. No good. Rebound made here by Brown. Steal over to the right wing. Ruckman from 3. Drains it.
Well, that's a big basket. And I'm sure Worth County's glad she made it. I'm still not sure it was a good shot.
Yeah. 40-35, 4:20 left to play here in the fourth. Mackenzie Turner with the basketball.
Yep.
And Jones going to be fouled here by Adwell, sending Jones to the line for 2 free throws. Elizabeth Brown ready to check back in here for Worth County after the first free throw attempt from Caitlin Jones. And Jones sinks the first.
It's kind of what we saw in the Stanbury-Albany game. Stanbury had trouble hitting free throws, and we said the odds are going to catch you sooner or later, and that's kind of been the case with Pattonsburg. They're starting to sink theirs now.
They've hit their last 5. And, of course, the jinx occurs.
You or me? Which one was it?
Well, who was it? Al Michaels that said that the other day? Never missed a field goal within 30 yards, and immediately Abby Brown can't get that one to go, and it's going to go out of bounds here off of Worth County. 40-36, halfway through this fourth quarter of play. Next game coming up for you will be the number 6 seed Albany Warriors against the 7 seed King City Wildcats. And driving high off the glass, Crabtree can't get it to go. Ball rolling around off the tip, and it's going to be picked back up by Crabtree. Up now to Turner. And then knocking it in from 3, Bessa Hoover.
Hoover with 7 points here in the fourth.
40-39. Worth County with a 1-point lead. 3:15 left to play. Up top for Ruckman. Getting it down inside. Abby Brown knocked away. Second chance opportunity, no good. Steele puts it up, in for 2. (42-39), and since Allie Brown fouled out, Kenna Steele picked up her 4th. Pattonsburg starting to dominate the boards offensively now. As Bessa Hoover's pass knocked away out of bounds off of Worth County. Trying to pass it to Jones up top, picked up though by Johnson. Crabtree going to be fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. As the foul will go against Riley Ruckman, that'll be her 3rd.
What's Adwell got for fouls?
Adwell with 3. Adwell and Ruckman with 3. 4 for Abby Brown and Taylor Sanders, as well as Kenna Steele. Crabtree sinks the first. And the second to make it a 1-point ball game. Crabtree now with 14 here in the ball game. Ruckman gets it back to Steele with 2.5 left to play in the ball game. 42-41. Worth County with the lead. Again, the winner will move on to take on Stanberry in the consolation game come Friday night. Ruckman's 3, no good. Steele is going to be fouled inside the paint.
And I think they got Caitlin Jones as 4 on her. Nope. Oh, yeah. Well, they didn't get it on Jones. They got it on
they got it on Turner. First of the 1-and-1 from Steele off the mark. Rebound made here by Hoover. And then driving in and being fouled. That time is Crabtree.
That's going to be the end of the road for Abby Brown, too, I think.
And it is. That'll be her 5th. With 2:07 left here. So Taylor Sanders checks back in with her 4 fouls. To go along with Kenna Steele's. And the first free throw no good from Crabtree. So she can tie it here with this second chance of the 1-and-1. And this one no good, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds. Off the hands, that time of Bessa Hoover. And a timeout.
Pharmacy in Grant City is your hometown pharmacy with the pharmacist that was born and raised in Grant City. Sherry's Pharmacy doesn't just put pills in the bottle, they bring true pharmaceutical care to Northwest Missouri. Fast and friendly prescription service is what you will get each time you enter Sherry's Pharmacy. So if you are tired of just being another number at the chain stores, come visit Sherry's Pharmacy in Grant City to experience the difference. Or call Sherry's Pharmacy in Grant City today at 660-564-DRUG.
Petty John Auto Center in Bethany and Albany is a proud sponsor of Albany TV. Petty John's is your local Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer. For new and used vehicles, certified service, and collision center, visit pettyjohnauto.com.
And welcome back out again here to Albany. 42-41, Worth County trying to hang on with 2:05 remaining here in the ball game. Steele with 4 fouls. Taylor Sanders with 4 fouls. Allie Brown, Abby Brown have already fouled out of the ball game. Ruckman brings the ball across midcourt. And they're going to get a moving screen here against Elizabeth Brown. That'll be her first. One of the few Lady Tigers without a foul. Turner on the baseline, trying to bring it into Johnson. Knocked out of bounds off the hands of Steele.
I saw a good rule of thumb, and I don't know which coach said it, but it was be quick to set a screen, be slow to receive the screen. How many times we talked about it, that the ball handler starts moving before the screen gets set.
And then Worth County throws the ball away after they came away with the rebound. Comes back out to Crabtree, dribbles inside the zone, puts up a shot off the mark. Ball tipped around, and now it's going to be pulled in here by Steele. Like we said, since Worth County has gotten into significant foul trouble at the start of the fourth quarter, Pattonsburg really controlling the offensive boards. Ruckman drives in. The freshman puts up a shot and is going to be fouled here on the drive and on the shot. Foul will go here against Kelsey Crabtree. It'll be her fourth. So Crabtree with 4 for Pattonsburg, 3 for Jones, 4 for Turner. First freshman from the first free throw from the freshman Ruckman, no good. As Shear will check in here for Adwell. It's a 42-41 Worth County lead. And Ruckman's second free throw bounces out. Pass for Hoover. Over to Turner, up top to Crabtree. And a timeout going to be called here by Pattonsburg as we're underneath a minute left to play here in the fourth quarter. 54.1, 30-second Petty John Auto Center timeout. Back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Thank you for watching tonight's Albany TV broadcast. Don't forget to turn on your Facebook notifications to never miss out on a broadcast like this one. Message us on Facebook. Thank you again for watching.
.54 seconds remain here in the ball game. 42-41 is the lead in favor of Worth County as they try to hang on. It'll be Pattonsburg basketball coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Make sure to check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com.
Well, you never know what the plan is, but I would guess it involves either Crabtree or Jones.
Yes.
Trying to do something here. And to make sure Worth County isn't a 1-and-1, so to make sure that whatever happens, if you don't score, you get a foul.
Turner's shot, no good. Rebound made by Hoover. Comes back out to Jones, dribbles in. Lays up a shot, short off iron. It's going to be a jump ball. It's going to go to Worth County.
So how quick do you foul now? You've got time. You can see if you can get a steal.
Ball inbounds for Ruckman. She's guarded by Crabtree, who has 4 fouls. Gets it now for Steele. Leads it up now for Elizabeth Brown. Over now for Ruckman.
Now you got a foul.
And that's the person's hands you want it to be in. A timeout going to be called here by Worth County with 20 seconds left. No, they're going to get the foul here against Pattonsburg. And it is going to go against Crabtree, and that will end her night.
Well, I'm sure she knew enough she didn't want to, but
yeah.
Holy smokes. Yeah, somebody got a foul.
Saying holy cow as you were looking at my food delivery here, huh, Mike?
Nope. I'm on a diet.
First free throw attempt here from Kenneth Steele. No good. Rebound made by Adwell. And then she's going to be fouled and will go to line for the 1-and-1. Or sorry, we'll go to line for 2 here.
I was going to say somebody's got to hit a shot somewhere along the way. We've been at 42-41 for a while.
Yeah. That last foul was against Johnson. Her second. Adwell hits the first shot. So now it stays at a one. No matter what, we'll stay at a one-possession ball game here. But now it's a 2-point ball game, and it's going to make a 3 to tie it if she can hit the second. She can't. Miss off front iron, but Steele comes away with the rebound. And a timeout going to be called here by Worth County. And we'll be back with more here in just a moment. 14.4 left here in the fourth quarter. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Trying to sell your old car? Looking for some much-needed help on the farm? Wanting to grow your customer base? The New Shopper in Albany prints 9,000 copies each week that are delivered to every Gentry and Worth County deliverable addresses and the surrounding area free of charge. Give Perry and Susan a call at 660-726-5234 at the New Shopper in Albany to have your ad sent directly to your customers.
Looking for a new or used vehicle? Petty John Auto Center in Bethany and Albany has got you covered. Petty John's makes buying your next vehicle transparent, simple, and easy. We have no hidden fees and upfront pricing on every vehicle in stock at pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
Welcome back out again here to Albany. 14.4 left here in the ball game. 43-41. Worth County with the lead and the basketball. Both teams here now in the double bonus. Allie Brown and Abby Brown have fouled out for Worth County. And for Pattonsburg, it's Kelsey Crabtree that's fouled out. Ruckman with it in the backcourt. She's going to be fouled here with 11.8 by Katie Chamberlain. Chamberlain picks up her first as Ruckman goes to the line for two.
Well, 2 free throws would just about seal it. One is a big deal.
And we played the clip in the last game, Mike, as Ruckman misses the first. 4 years ago today.
It ain't happening. No.
No full court shot. As Ruckman misses the second. A jump ball goes to Pattonsburg with 9.9.
Worth County may be kind of lucky they didn't come away with an over-the-back call. But, again,
yeah,
she just kind of got pushed underneath. So
43-41. Ball inbounds here for Jones. A 2 ties it, a 3 wins it.
Don't give it up.
Ball knocked out of her hands, rolling around with it on the floor. And it's going to be the end of the ball game before a jump ball is called. Worth County comes away with it, 43-41. We're back with the BTC Bank post game and tonight's Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North Player of the Game when we come back in a moment.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and you can earn that school extra cash. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded just like you. BTC Bank.
Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany is your hometown trophy and award shop. Winner's Circle North makes all kinds of trophies for sports, car shows, livestock shows, baby shows, and more. Winner's Circle North also does plaques of all sizes and kinds. Want something unique? Winner's Circle North has you covered with sublimation gifts and acrylic awards. Order your trophies, awards, or one-of-a-kind items. Call Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North at 816-632-5599 or find them on Facebook at Winner's Circle North.
And welcome back to your BTC Bank post game tonight here on Albany TV. Let's take a look at the stats here from the ball game as Worth County comes away with a 43-41 win. Worth County girls shoot 17 for 52 from the field, 2 for 11 from behind the three-point arc, 7 for 19 from the free throw line. They're led in scoring tonight by Kenna Steele. She has 18 points, 7 points for Haley Adwell, 6 points for Riley Ruckman and Allie Brown, 2 points for Abby Brown and Paige Shear along with Elizabeth Brown. For Pattonsburg, they shoot 13 for 42 from the field, 2 for 8 from behind the three-point arc, 13 for 29 from the free throw line. They're led in scoring by Kelsey Crabtree with 14 points, 9 points for Caitlin Jones and Bessa Hoover. 7 points for Mackenzie Turner. 2 points on the night for Kinsley Johnson.
Well, if you're Pattonsburg, the one thing that's going to jump out at you is 13 for 29 from the free throw line. 29 attempts, and you get beat by 2 points. If you just shoot 50%, you're at least tied in the ball game. And I think that's the one. I thought in the fourth quarter, I thought they played with a lot of urgency that maybe wasn't there earlier on in the game. And I thought Worth County played really well until they just wouldn't stop fouling.
Yeah.
And just where a lot of them were just unnecessary fouls, particularly given the situation when you know you have 4, you know you're trying to hold on to a lead, and one of the ways they're going to get back in the game is at the free throw line, and you keep putting them on the line. But I thought Kenna Steele, I thought was really good.
Yes.
I thought Haley Adwell, I thought was really good in the second half. I think she ended up with
9.
With 9, and they were all big baskets.
Yes.
At a time when she had problems getting one to fall early, and then had a bunch right in a row. So, hats off to her as well as Kenna Steele.
And Kenna Steele is tonight's Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North Player of the Game. Our next game coming up, Albany King City Boys. We'll have that for you next here in a moment on Albany TV.